Hey guys, it's Eric here at Farpoint Farms. Check it out. Fine folks over at Retevis sent me the Retevis NR30. These are a little higher powered GMRS or business radios, depending on what you use them for, but check these out. Kind of excited to try these out. I actually reached out to them, said I needed a set of more powerful than normal radios, and they were like, we got exactly what you need, sir. So we're going to check these out today, go through them, and I'll do a little range test with you. I'm going to probably go, I don't know, maybe a mile or so down the road, maybe a mile and a half. We'll see how well they perform. But unit comes with all the accessories you see here. We got a charger. We have a USB-C charging cable and an adapter so we can plug it into the wall. Got a little hand strap here. Got a nice, that's a pretty heavy duty battery. Let's see what it says here. 7.4 volts, 2800 milliamps. So pretty stout. I'll go ahead and put that in there. And that just locks into place. They are programmable. Take that off right there. You can use Vox setup, but you can also program it through there as well. And then the back here, I won't install this right now, but we do have, if I had a screwdriver here, two little Phillips screws. You can put a little handheld, so you can put it on your belt. So that's kind of nice. And I will attach the this little thing here if my hands will allow me to. There we go. Oh, almost. There we go. Come on, keep going. There it is. The joys of growing old, my friends. You can't see, and your hand coordination goes all out the door. Something else I'm noticing here that's kind of cool on the bottom. So we can plug directly into a USB-C and charge right from that, or we can charge from the charging pad. Myself, I like the charging blocks like that, just more professional looking and just easier. You leave it on the charger and it's ready for you when you're done. Antenna, looks like it's a solid antenna. It might not screw. No, it looks solid to me. And then we have channel selector here, on, off, and volume. There is the orange button. Never touch the orange button, as they say. That's the emergency button there. And then there's a little green/red transmit button there as well. Let's go ahead and take a look at the manual. NR30 user's manual. Looks like it is quite a bit of pages. And warranty, charging, talks about that. Channel knob, power, visual, knob check, voltage. So it does have low and high power. Let's get into the specs because that's probably what you're most interested in. Then we can do some programming on it. It is GMRS, 30 channels. RF power is plus or minus 10 watts. So that's why we asked for it. We wanted something that was 10 watts. GMRS having gone from 5 watts to 10 watts now for these little handhelds is kind of convenient. And that's, that's pretty good power for a handheld unit. So 10 watts of power, wideband and narrowband transmissions and reception. Like we said, it's a DC 7.4 volts and 30 channels available, right? So then it gets into RF exposure and guide for the radio, some safety precautions, little guarantee here on page 6, and that is it. So 6 pages, all in English, and that's nice there. Put that aside here. Let's go ahead and turn this thing on. Hopefully it's charged.
2.
There we go. So it is charged.
1.
And so no digital display on that. I kind of prefer this. So we were having this conversation, or me and somebody was having this conversation in another video. I did I think it was the 87, RA87, which is like GMRS, but it had a screen. You could do dual watch, you do all that stuff. And it's like, yeah, that's great. But I kind of just want a radio that works. I don't need all the flashiness. When we're talking about walkie-talkies for work, it really shouldn't be all that sophisticated, in my opinion. For fun, certainly we want all the doodads, but for this, I don't want to mess with that. So we have just our
2, 3,
voice command,
4, 5,
and they're actually on there. You can see them if you have better eyes than me.
3, 2, 3, 2, 1.
Right, and then volume up and down and power is there as well. So not a whole lot to them, but let me go ahead and I'll take the other one out of the box as well. We'll get that one plugged in and ready to go, and then we'll do some range tests with it. Of course, like always, I'll leave a link to where you can get one of these babies, but a pretty nice little setup here. All right, so pretty good looking little radio, no doubt about that. Push to talk over here, and then you have PF1 and PF2. Those are like function keys. They do some additional stuff here. I'll read it off to you just so you can see what I'm talking about here. There is a scan function. This says short long press the PF1, PF2 key with the scan function, and the function is turned on when a beep is heard. The radio will then start to scan when the green indicator lights up. Short press and long press again to stop that function. So that's kind of cool. Monitor function, short long press, the PF1, PF2 keys will enter monitor mode. So these things are going to be doing a lot of stuff. PF1 programming, factory default, short press, monitor, long press, power switch. PF2, factory default, short press is scan, long press is noise reduction. So without making it overcomplicated, they just added two little buttons there that allow you to, to do what you need to do, which I think is pretty cool. I will say it looks like you could definitely handle a bounce test or a drop test. It's very significant, like can't squeeze that or crush it or anything like that. Just a quality looking thing, and it looks like it's got some, I don't know if it is or not, but it looks like it has some splash resistance to it. It doesn't say in the manual, but I mean, if it's like their other ones, I wouldn't sit there and submerge this thing, but it probably could handle just getting wet in the rain a little bit, if you're walking with it. Cool.
1.
Hello, 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 hello. And you can see when you transmit, the little red light comes on. Woo, we got to have some feedback there for sure, right? Hello, hello, hello. All right, well, let's take a walk. Actually, let's take a drive. I'm going to walk down to the car, and we're going to take a drive, and we'll see what it sounds like at various ranges. I'm going to leave my microphone right here. Hopefully not too close, not too close.
We don't want it too close. You'll have an issue there.
But we don't want it too far away either. Let's do it.
We're heading out the door right now. What I'm gonna do is drive around some. Well, yeah, I'm gonna drive off down to the church and we'll see what we got down there. It's about a mile away from the house. We might go a little farther than that and we'll turn around and come back. Of course, I won't run it with the car on. I'll just get out of the car so you guys get an actual idea of how well it's doing. About 50 feet away, walking down towards the car. About 100 feet away, still walking towards the car. We're about 150 feet away, checking out the pear trees. And what do you know, the pear trees actually got some flowers on them this year. That's a nice tree. Last 2 years, we haven't gotten any pears, so that'll be nice to get that. Right, so here we are at about 200 feet down at the solar array, getting ready to hop in the car here in another 50 feet or so. And it's a nice day. Weather-wise, sun's out, it's cold. It's just above 35 right now. Hopefully those flowers don't die off on the apple and peach and pear trees that are starting to come up. All right, well, right here at the car, so let me go ahead and hop in, and we'll drive down to the gate, give it a shot. All right, I'm down here at the gate. That's about, well, I'd say 1,500 feet, maybe 1,200 feet between those two. I haven't really ever measured it exactly from the new studio. But we'll say it's somewhere between 1,200 and 1,500 feet. Just waiting for the gate to close, and we'll take a drive. Now, I am got the radio out the window, and I'm kind of leaning across the window here. So 1 mile out, 1 mile out. I've got my head and my arm and the radio sitting out the window. And so far, so good at 1 mile out. I'll tell you what, I'm going to go a little bit farther, not much. There's a V up ahead, maybe another quarter mile down the road, then we'll turn around and wrap this thing up. Right, that's a mile and a quarter, and that's going to wrap it up. We are going to head back, and that'll wrap up the video. I'll leave a link to where you can get the stuff. Hopefully you can hear me, or I'll refilm this end piece here, but we'll leave a link to where you can get one, and thanks to Retevis for sending this my way. It's the NR30 10-watt GMRS mobile radio. Take care.